Now we're gonna make some gluten-free pasta for a party of 20-something people, right? So we start with the butter. You see how much butter I put in here with the garlic. It's all minced garlic and our butter. Let's see if we turn the light on here. All right, so yeah, that'll work. So I'm letting the butter melt down right now. I'm getting ready to dice up some onion. We're gonna throw those in there. So we did dice those onions up. There was a half of an onion. When we dice them up, I'm mixing them together with the butter and the garlic. And I put the heat just above medium. So I'm going to give that about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to add some seasoning to this. We're making my pasta sauce. Again, I'm letting that simmer. We're reducing it, but now I add olive oil. Okay, it's about that much. And then we start getting into our spices. So I'm going to use a little bit of this garlic salt. Then we buy this. So it's got your salt, your pepper, and your garlic in it. Some Italian seasoning. Again, the garlic powder, onion powder, and some bay leaves are going to go in because we're making a sauce. So when you're making your pasta sauce, you do never rush it, okay? I don't know. Everybody's different on the way they cook. Everybody's sauce is different. My kids grew up, Kennedy, my daughter, that I'm making the video for, knows how good dad's sauce is. Matter of fact, a lot of people, I got a friend, Sabrina, who's a bartender, and I took some of my homemade sauce and pasta up to the bar, and they killed it. I mean, my sauce is amazing. See, my sauces, I had to learn how to good right here. I think this is what we're looking for at this point. Got a little bit of moisture in there, which I want. I don't want it to all dry up, but you can smell it, right? So that's the key. I want to be able to smell it. So I start with my Italian seasoning, with my sauce. So we're gonna put some Italian seasoning in there. Actually, I clicked open the wrong side because I got one hand, and that's what happens. So gotta be careful with it, but just for now, that's all I need. A little bit of that, then we mix it in. And remember, keep this heat just above medium. I'm buying a new stove next month. We're getting a new stove next month, Dave. I'm getting that one with no back on it. That one that you like, that black one. Just flat out, we're buying it, period, end of story. Then you need that middle burner. Okay, so the Italian seasoning's in for our meat. It's what comes next in this sauce. So, put 3 pounds of turkey meat in there, right? Change this thing out. Get back to my chopping wooden spoon. I like wood spoons better than anything. I don't like cook with anything but wood. The wood is my favorite. I'll use other things if I have to, but wooden utensils are amazing. And we get that all split up, right? And then we start chopping sideways. And we coat the pan with the meat. So everything under the meat is already cooking, it's hot. And we're gonna start stirring that in. All mixed in, so we have it all ready to just start browning. What we do is we add Worcestershire sauce, coat the meat, a little light, not too heavy. We're using turkey meat, so the Worcestershire gives it that red meat flavor that you can't get from turkey unless you add this, and it truly takes away any idea in your head that you're not eating red meat. It's amazing. It's a little trick I learned just by fooling around and experimenting, and it really works. So now we get this beautiful meat to absorb that Worcestershire. I only buy Lee and Perrin. I don't like any of the other ones. I've tried other Worcestershire and they're gross, so I just go with Lee. one out of England. I like it the most. It has the best flavor. I prefer it over steak sauce on my, when I do ever have prime rib, I use my Lee and Perrin with my horseradish on top of my prime rib, and that's the only thing I like. A1's okay once in a while, but if you're looking, as far as this dish goes, if you're looking to get that, you know, flavor to trick you, so that in your brain you're thinking, oh, man, I need some really good lean hamburger meat. And you got it when you put that Worcestershire on top of the meat, and now we just push it down, we kind of beat it up a little bit, and we let it absorb like a sponge. Okay, we haven't put any other spices in other than the Italian, which went in with the onions and the garlic, right? So we just put a little in there for now. So I just go around and I pull it away, and I pull it away, and I let the heat get to the middle. Just keep pulling it away. And let it cook. This is browned up. So now that we're browned up, we just start adding a little bit more spice. And I'm going to go with some garlic salt right now. I'm going to mix that in, and I'm going to stop, because I have other things I need to add before any other spice hits this thing. So garlic salt, we just go over like this, real light. Real light all over the pan, that's it. Okay, and just start flipping. It's still going. Heat's still on. I don't know if you see that damn heat, but we're still cooking. Okay, simmering the meat up. Okay, so now we got that garlic salt mixed in there pretty good. We move on, add some crushed tomatoes. This is, you gotta remember, this is 28 ounces. I'm making it for probably 20 people to eat this. So you can make it less. Here's a just plain sauce. Another just plain sauce. Alright. You don't want anything with flavoring in it. You're gonna flavor your own sauce. And then I add stewed tomatoes. If I can get the damn thing open, there we go. I have 1 can. Just one. And then we start mix it all up. Now I want my salt, pepper, and my garlic, right? So I just want to shake it in there. I always go in circular patterns so I don't forget where I started. Okay, we did that. Now I want my onion powder. Okay, then I want my garlic powder, which I'm gonna not put on as heavy as the onion powder because I've got garlic salt in here, so, but I do want to keep the garlic flavor, so I'm gonna go pretty quick like that. And then I add more Italian seasoning to the actual sauce itself. That'll work. Let me see how much I put on there. Okay, then we start mixing it in slowly. Just pick and turn everything in. Pick and turn. And we've already got our garlic and our onion in here. We've got our little bit of stewed tomato in there. We've got that nice stewed tomato flavor that adds to the crust in the sauce. You just keep mixing it in. You just keep mixing it up. Right, so we know we got the salt, pepper, and the garlic in there. And now, everybody's probably wondering, well, a lot of garlic in there. Well, not too much, so. Oh my God, it is amazing right now. I could stop right now, it's that good. This has got to simmer up. It's got to cook for a while. I need to meld all the flavors together. And I'm going to add bay leaf to this. You know, the bay leaf. Even here, I crack mine up. And I might do 2, because there's a lot of sauce going on here. So we just break them up, put that one back. Now I want to stir the bay leaf in. It gives you the flavor you're looking for, right? And I don't normally put sugar in my sauce unless it's absolutely the kind of flavor I'm looking for, but sugar is good in here too. So I'm going to put a little bit of sugar in the middle and stir it up. Or Splenda works too if you don't like sugar. Splenda, you can't even tell the difference because Splenda is sugar. It's just reverse molecule sugar that they invented in the lab. There is no chemical to Splenda at all. They took a sugar molecule, figured out how to reverse its properties, and it gets rid of the diabetic problem people have with sugar. So Splenda is sugar reversed, but it's safe for diabetics, in case you didn't know. So that's why I use Splenda, because I ain't using no man-made chemical. So we're gonna give it a shot and see how it tastes. Obviously, it's gotta cook for a while. Oh my God, for real? I mean, we don't even have to add anything. I'm not kidding. That is when it starts to cook and it really blends. Let this cook for about 3 hours on low. And then the sauce should be perfect. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how a nice goulash sauce should be made.